Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 23rd of November. Both the Sun and Mercury ingressed or moved out of your zodiac sign last week into a new one, Sagittarius, the sign that comes after yours. Ordinarily, at this time of year, this gives you a really delightful focus on all the good things of life. And of course, with Christmas racing up and the festivities taking hold, indulging in those traditional elements of this time of year is often a very pleasurable process. This year, your co-ruler, running on from last week, Mars, continues to forge a great angle to Saturn, which is now in your sector of resources. Now, I do feel that when it comes to money and resources generally, this is not going to be such a free and easy time. Of course, the world at large is very complex in terms of the economies. It's sort of not quite over that massive downturn we had with the recession, and a lot of us are having to be pretty cautious anyway. But this is going to be particularly so for you this week, I feel. But this angle between Mars and Saturn suggests that the hard work that you've done in the past, particularly behind the scenes, that was really meaningful and that you really put your heart and soul into, can give you some solid returns now. It also suggests that your skills, even if some of them you haven't been using more actively recently, but skills that you accumulated many moons ago, could actually come back into use and into vogue in a way which can be very positive for you. But this week does see Mercury going conjunct Saturn. Now, this is an aspect that could ask you to be much more disciplined and thorough in your approach in terms of checking out all your expenditure, to drill down into the detail to see that you're not spending more than you could, particularly on the back of the full moon on Wednesday, which also sees the moon in Gemini go opposite Saturn and of course the Sun. So the Sun gets caught by Saturn too. So all of this suggests that you could feel that things are actually quite difficult, and it may seem that your personal values are under a certain amount of pressure too. If you want life to be different, if you want to be generous and giving to others, and that's not possible due to the role of Neptune still and its right angle to Saturn, which peaks this week, you may have to reset to what you can physically afford and not put yourself under additional pressure by not really accepting the reality. Now, if things are tricky, what you can take from this is that this is a staging post to a much better future, but it probably is going to require you to focus all your thinking on what's truly essential. So in other words, eliminating a bit more of those frivolous purchases which are more discretionary and are not absolutely vital. You may also find yourself thinking about your love life too. With Venus in opposition to Uranus this week, some things that have been hanging around in the back of the relationship could come out into the open, perhaps even suddenly. Or you may start to think more actively about someone from your past. Either way, you need to weigh what worth you get from the people, the associations and the activities and the expenditure that you invest in life at this very complex but important time of the year. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.